Welcome once again to another edition of RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Freddie Dea coming to you from Kruger Field in Laredo, Texas. We have a District 29 6A Diamond Classic today as the United South Panthers coming in at 5-5, still in the hunt for a playoff spot, and the Eagle Pass Eagles coming in 7-3, looking at a tie with United. United is away from the confines of the Student Activity Center. They're in San Antonio, Texas, taking on Southwest tonight, and Alexander's taking on LBJ. So there's a lot of mix that can happen with this night tonight, Friday night. Of course, Tuesday night, everybody had a short week as far as no games is concerned on Tuesday because of testing. So everybody's eager to get back on the field as Coach Mendoza and the United South coach is at home plate. It is a bit windy here at Kruger Field. Typically, it's going from right to left. Now it's going from left to right. Starting lineup for the home team, Quique Gonzalez will be hitting first and playing center field. Jonathan Hernandez hitting second and playing left field. Bernard Pedraza, he's the shortstop, of course, hitting third. Terry Villarreal, he's over in right field. Brian Mixtry is the first baseman. Greg Campos is on the mound for, and I believe he's a freshman. So we're going to see a freshman on the mound for the United South Panthers. And he'll be wearing number 9, hitting 6. Hector Alva, he is the catcher. And Devin Benavides, he's over at third. Mario Raya is over at second base. So that's the starting lineup for the United South Panthers as we are getting the national anthem played here.
Thank you.
And that's the national anthem. Let's play ball. And for the Eagle Pass Eagles, the visiting team. Ray Mendoza will lead off. He's on the mound today. DeAndre Torres is hitting second. He'll be playing shortstop. Braulio Rodriguez is hitting third and DHing. Isaac Roque is hitting fourth. He'll be playing first base. Christian Del Bosque is behind the mound. Hector Montoya is playing left field. Over in right is David Lopez. Over in center, Victor Perry. And Isaac Gonzalez is at second base. Caleb Maldonado is starting at third base. So that's the lineup for your Eagle Pass Eagles as they come in. Tied for second with United. Identical record, 6-3. Southwest is 6-4. So there's going to be some changes and some mix-up in the top 4 spots, as just outside of the 4th spot is, of course, the United South Panthers at 5-5. Also, South San beat Eagle Pass 3-0 last week, and they got
Hector Alva.
So make sure you guys log on and tune in. We're live streaming the game on our 5 different platforms on Real Sports Live, RIO sportslive.com. You can go to our Facebook page, Real Sports Live. our YouTube channel. Subscribe.
The pitcher.
Real Sports Live and Roku TV and Apple TV. So we're streaming the game as we speak. It is live. We have video and audio on this District 29 6A Diamond Classic here from Kruger Field. I want to thank everybody that's logged on and tuned in to this edition of Real Sports Live as we get set for the first pitch. Ray Mendoza, who has 3 games with extra base hits, so he can hit for power, he can hit for the extra base hit, and that's what the Eagles want to make sure to do against United South, is jump on him quickly, like they did back in Eagle Pass back earlier during the spring break week, where they had so here we go, the first pitch from the pitcher, the freshman for United South, Greg Campos, and starts him off with a strike. Campos comes inside low, inside, ball 1. So evens out the count, 1 ball, 1 strike on the leadoff hitter, Ray Mendoza, the junior pitcher, outfielder. He usually plays center and pitches. 1-1 offering from Campos, and a hit down the line, right field, and foul. So he's ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Campos is ahead in the count. So the Eagles in the dirt, ball 2. Runs it 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top of the first from Kruger Field in Laredo, Texas. And a curveball hits Mendoza, and he trots over to first with a hit by a pitch. Time is called. They're going to have a courtesy runner. Is going to be number 14, Christian Barcena. So Barcena is over at first. And DeAndre Torres, who's also had a couple of extra base hits. He got the Eagles back and catches the outside corner, strike 1. And a throw back to first, not in time. Campos comes set from the stretch, looks over at first, checks a runner. And in the dirt, Barcena quickly to second. And safe at second. We also had some word that the first baseman from United South transferred to San Antonio, so they're minus a player that has been in the program. So Campos comes set from the stretch, looks over at second. The 1-1 pitch to Jandre Torres. High and outside, ball 2. So, with the wind being out to right field for lefties now, it's going to carry the ball a little bit more on the short side of the field here at the Kruger Field, UISD Kruger Field. And a shot that gets into left center. And Barcena will come in to score the first run for the Eagles on a 2-ball, 1-strike count. He delivers a hit to left center field. And Barcena comes in to score 1-0. The Eagles lead it.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 21, Braulio Rodriguez.
Now Braulio Rodriguez, the designated hitter, will dig in. Now the wind has kind of calmed down a little bit, as right now Old Glory in dead center field was briskly. So Campos, first pitch to Rodriguez. Tries to hit a curveball. Misses high, ball 1. We're live on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Facebook page. Misses, throw down to first, not in time as Torres gets back. Gets a little dirty here. 2 balls and no strikes on the hitter, Rodriguez. Rodriguez also has some extra base hits. As a contingency of fans from Eagle Pass make the trip. 83. Catches that outside corner, strike 1. Campos comes set. Torres takes his lead over at first, and he is caught as they take him back to first, and he's called out. A nice move by Campos to catch Torres leaning there. We're going to call that a 1-3-6 for out number 1 on the rundown. So 2 balls and a strike on Braulio Rodriguez. Campos' pitch is in there. Outside corner, paints it, strike 2. Evens out the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Freddie Heredia bringing you all the play-by-play. And goes back to that outside corner and misses, just misses for ball 3. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the 3-2 count and hits Rodriguez. So a second hit by a pitch. Now Isaac Roque, the first baseman, will come to bat. Coach is coming out and talk to Campos, a young pitcher. He's a freshman to be. As the conference at the mound, and the umpire comes out just to kind of tell him, "Hey guys, let's wrap it up."
Now batting the first baseman, number 10, Isaac Roque.
So Isaac Roque, and we'll give you some stats from the last time that these two met back in March during the break, as they had those 3 games in 4 days. And the Eagles managed to get 11 runs in that first inning, and they won the game 13-2. So wanted to see if they can match the ball 1. Campos outside, catches the corner, outside corner, strike 1. Runs the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Rodriguez over at first. Campos comes set from the stretch. Pitch inside. Hits it to right field. The right fielder under it. Throws to first. And gets double play. As Rodriguez gets doubled up. And Roque flies out to right field for out number 2. And Braulio Rodriguez, not sure the base running there, but he took more than half as he opened up, and he got doubled up 9-3 for out number 3, and that retires the Eagles in the top half of the first. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base for the Eagles. Bottom half
the center fielder, number 1, Kike,
of the first inning. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Citizens of Maverick County, thanks to your vote and support, we're the top vote getter during the March primaries by a large margin. But we're not done. We have a lot more to do. But because of your vote of confidence, we have proven that Maverick County is on the right track to getting where it needs to be. I humbly request your vote and support during these May runoffs. Thank you.
And we're back live. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Kruger Field, beautiful day for baseball. It is nice and clear, sunny, hot, with a chance of baseball. That's the weather report brought to you by Rodriguez Law PLLC. Ray Mendoza on the mound for the Eagles, and he'll be dealing to Gonzalez, Hernandez, and Pedraza. Strike 1. And right up the middle, play by the second baseman. Gonzalez over to first, out number 1. A nice play by Gonzalez. 4-3 for out number 1.
Number 8, the left fielder, Jonathan Hernandez.
And it's a different team, a different United South team playing at home than on the road. They're more scrappy at home. They got the home field fans, and they play for them hard. So we're going to get a game here from Kruger Field today on this beautiful Friday afternoon. First pitch to Hernandez is a ball high, missing. A different first inning for the Eagles, as they only managed to score 1 run. instead of 11. So 2 balls, no strikes on the hitter. Hernandez catches that corner, strike 1. Brings the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Misses the outside corner. Ball 3. Runs the count 3 balls, 1 strike on the hitter, Jonathan Hernandez, the left fielder. And a strike called. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And I think Tennis is here for their team. Regional team is here. And Coach Ruben Martinez brought the team. Foul ball, right side. Might as well catch a game, right? They're down Kruger Field. Originally, this game was supposed to be at the Student Activity Center, and they got changed. So Alexander, who's leading the district, got to play against LBJ over there. So the 3-2 count, ground ball to the shortstop, over to first, and not in time, brought him off the bag, and Hernandez gets an infield hit.
Now batting the shortstop, number 7, Bernard Pedraza.
Bernard Pedraza, the shortstop. So 1 out here. Coach Papos is here also. Pedraza, the last time that he was leading off back in Eagle Pass, he went 0 for 3. Strike 1. So on deck is Terry Villarreal. Mendoza checks the runner over at first. Misses. High, ball 1. One count to Pedraza. Throw over to first, not in time. Gets back on the bag. That's Hernandez over at first. Mendoza's offering. Catches that outside corner and ball. That looks squeezing him a little bit. Mendoza back to first, not in time. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, runner at first. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. United South. And a bunt. Mendoza fields his position over to first. And Pedraza does his job, sacrifice. And a ball thrown into center field. So Hernandez moves over to third with 2 outs.
Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Jerry Villarreal.
So Jerry Villarreal, the right fielder with 2 outs, runner at third. And we'll give you Villarreal's stats the last time that he met up with the Eagles. Ball 1. Now in the game back in Eagle Pass, Devin Benavides, Hector Alba, and Adrian Ramirez were the the three pitchers that pitched for South, 1-1 as that one got in. Ray Mendoza threw 4 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 hits, 1 run. Alex Luna came in and did his job too. So Villarreal went 1-2 for 3, a double, a single, and so he can swing the bat for United South. The fans out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Villarreal. Runner at third. And a shot up the middle as Villarreal gets the best of Mendoza here and gets an RBI single to center field.
Now batting, number 14, Brian McSumi.
That throwing error there, throwing the second, gave Hernandez the opportunity to move to third at 90 feet. And Villarreal, Brian, first baseman, will come up to bat with 2 outs. Getting tied at 1-1 now. And of course, you can't get anything past United South as they played very well. He played Alexander very tough, took him to extra innings over at the when they played him at the Unitrade Stadium. And popped up. Center fielder coming in. Victor Perry squeezes it for out number 3. And the game is tied. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. And 1 left on base for the United South Panthers. We go to the top of the second for the Eagles. And we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Now batting, the catcher, number 13, Christian Del Bosque.
And we're back live as the PA announcer gives us who is batting next. And we got Christian Del Bosque, followed by Hector Montoya and David Lopez are the 3 that will be facing Campos in this half inning of play. We're in the top of the second, tied at 1-1 as the sun is setting to our west. Ball 1. Some of the fielders at center field and right field are going to be battling that sun. Also the first and second baseman. And that one is fouled off. There's some middle school soccer, I believe, here adjacent to the baseball field and to the other. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Changes speeds there and misses low and away. Ball 2. Make sure you guys share it. Like us, share us, and follow us on Facebook, Rio, RIO Sports Live. And a ball hit into shallow right field. The right fielder coming in and into the glove for out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17, Hector Montoya.
Hector Montoya digs in, lefty. He's a junior. Plays in the outfield, plays any of the outfield positions, center, right, or left. He also is a pitcher. He catches that outside corner. That's a chest high ball, strike 1. Make sure you guys also go to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Real Sports Live, RIO Sports Live. Strike 2 as he fouls that one off. So he's quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Campos misses inside. Close to, too close to take there. As the Eagles really need this game to kind of stay in control of in the standings there. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Campos gets Hector chasing on an outside pitch, strike 3 for out number 2.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 1, David Lopez.
So the right fielder, David Lopez, now digs in. Lefty, lefty, lefty for Coach Mendoza. On deck is Victor Perry, and first pitch swinging for David Lopez as he is being aggressive and flies out to center field for out number 3. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Campos. And if you give this freshman some, if you give this freshman that confidence, and he can do some things for United South. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. As the Eagles go down in order, we go to the bottom of the second, tied at 1-1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros.
Brody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Brody's Country Fried Chicken. And we're back live. RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Campos will be leading off the inning. Hector Alba and Devin Benavides will be the 3 due up here in the bottom half of the second, with the score tied 1-1. Mendoza's first pitch is a ball. And a ball in between hop that Campos hits to second base, and he's retired 4-3 for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, number 23, Hector Alba.
Hector Alba, first pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. So the home half of the second here from Kruger Field in Laredo, Texas. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 count now on the hitter. And a ground ball to the shortstop. Torres fields it over to first to Roque for out number 2. 6-3 for out number 2. And
Now batting, the third baseman, number 4, Devin Benavides.
so Devin Benavides, the third baseman, who the last time we saw him, he actually threw a couple of innings. He threw actually a third of an inning in that 13-2 loss to Eagle Pass. Alba threw 2/3 of an inning, and Adrian Ramirez finished off the game for Devin Benavides. He struck out and then hit back to the pitcher, so he went 0 for 2. So ball 1. Strike 1. So it comes right back after throwing him a pitch low and inside. Now right over the plate for strike 1. 1-1 the count. And just misses outside, ball 2. Man, a tapper. Mendoza fields this and safe at first as he almost threw it away. So an infield hit. Well, we're going to give him an infield hit. I don't know if we can call it an error there. So we're going to give him an infield hit. And Benavides gets on. Mario Raya. You know, we're giving him benefit of the doubt. 2 outs. He could have gotten out of the inning quickly here. 1, 2, 3, and strike 1. It's Marco Raya. And a bunt that will be fair. Flips over to first for out number 3. And Raya is retired. 1-3 for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for the United South Panthers as we complete 2 innings of play from Laredo, Texas. The Kruger Field. Go to the top of the 3rd. With the scores tied at 1-1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com. Real Sports Live Southwest.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
So we're back live, and
Number 15, Victor Perry.
Campos will be facing Perry, followed by Gonzalez and Maldonado. The first 3 for the Eagles here in the top half of the 3rd. You're listening to Freddie Heredia, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. First pitch is a ball as he turns a square to bunt and decides not to. Gets it in for a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter, Victor Perry. Misses outside, ball 2. So Greg Campos, the freshman pitcher for United. Big, he's about 5'10", maybe 5'11". He does have a live arm, and he does know how to locate his pitches. 3 balls, 1 strike on the hitter Perry. The pitch from Campos, and misses outside, ball 4. And Perry gets on base with a walk. So the leadoff hitter in the inning gets on for the second time for the Eagles.
Number 3, Isaac Gonzalez.
So Isaac Gonzalez. This batter is brought to you by Saritas Tortilla Factory. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. So Perry over at first takes his lead. Campos checks the runner. Gonzalez will square up and catches it outside corner, strike 1. Man, almost balked. So Coach Mendoza will come down to the home plate umpire and actually kind of chit-chat with him, because that looked like to be a balk. Not sure if they called it or not. So they're going to be looking at that closely. So now there's going to be a meeting. So now the 1-0 count, and bunt it down the first base line, stays on, and they called foul. I believe he caught it right at the line, right on the line, and so they called a foul. So strike 2, as they took that 2 count away. Perry will hook his lead over at first. And Gonzalez goes down for out number 1. They couldn't lay down the bunt. 1 out. Now Ray Mendoza, who got hit by a pitch, and his courtesy runner came in to score the first run of the game.
Now batting number 7, the pitcher, Ray Mendoza.
So now Ray Mendoza will come out to bat. Campos. Perry gets back on the bag. So Mendoza digs in. Campos' first delivery was the first base instead of home. So First pitch swinging for Mendoza and misses outside, strike one. Campos has been making good pitches at in the counts on the Eagle batters. He's changed it up, changed his speeds. Misses in the dirt, ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Mendoza with a runner at first. Victor Perry got walked as he led off the inning. And then Isaac Gonzalez tried to bunt him over and got called out on a strike 3. Bunt failed attempt. Perry takes his lead. Campos checks him. And a ball into the gap. And falls in. Perry is rounding third as Mendoza will go into third. Safe at third. Ball gets away. And he is safe at third with a 1-out RBI triple for Ray Mendoza as he takes that outside pitch and delivers it into the gap in
Now batting the shortstop, number 8.
left
DeAndre
center
Torres.
field. Makes it 2-1 as the Eagles take a 1-run lead here in the top half of the third. I'm not sure if my my camera operator got that nice diving catch, diving attempt over in center. Now DeAndre Torres. Who had an RBI single, strike 1, back in the first. And slices one to left field. And fair ball as Torres rounds first and into second. And he has his second RBI with a double, an extra base hit to left field. With 1 out, the Eagles tack on 1 more run. 3-1 the score.
Number 21, Braulio Rodriguez.
As the wind has died down a little bit now with the sun going down to the west of us. And so 2 RBIs for DeAndre Torres, the senior shortstop. Now Braulio Rodriguez, who got hit by a pitch on a full count back in the first inning, as Campos checks the runner over at second and got it by Rodriguez there on high strike. Got it past him. Man, another hit by a pitch as he tried to come inside. So Rodriguez, who got doubled up to end the first inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 10, Isaac Roque.
So now Isaac Roque is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to right field his first time up. We're in the top half of the third with 1 out. The Eagles have 2 runners on base, 1 at first and 1 at second with Isaac Roque. 2 runs already in, making it 3-1. And if you can't make the game here at Kruger Field, you can make sure you send it out to all your friends and family that's around anywhere in the world. They can actually view this game today. Go to www.riosportslive.com. Go to our Facebook page, like us, share us, and follow us. And then, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Runners at first and second. Campos delivery to Roque and fouls it off right side. It's crunch time in District 29 6A as the top 4 teams are separated by one game. At the top, of course, 8-2 is Alexander. They're playing LBJ tonight. Eagle Pass and United of course, Eagle Pass is here with United South. They're at 7-3, and then United is over at Southwest. They're also at 7-3. And strike 2 as he gets way ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. And then right behind United is Southwest at 6-4. And United South is knocking on the door 5-5. Don't forget about South San. They're 4-6. So they can easily make a run in the second half with 4 games remaining. Strike 3 and took off to third base as Roque doesn't even attempt as he looks at strike 3 on the inside corner for out number 2. And Torres will move over to third base with a stolen base. So now Christian Del Bosque. Runners at first and third now with 2 outs. Misses away, ball 1. And then after South San at 4-6, we have LBJ and Del Rio at 1-8. So it's a pretty tight race. I don't think I'm missing anybody in the district. I think I went through the whole district there. Fouls that one off. 1 ball, 1 strike on the catcher Christian Del Bosque, who's 0 for 1. The Lady Eagles are at Southwest. They're trying to get that win. Actually, they already punched their ticket last week against United at that 6-4 game. So they are in the playoffs. For the Lady Eagles, the Lady Mavericks are trying to get into the playoffs too. Swing and a miss. No throw down to second. Strike 2. Now for the in District 29 6A softball, Southwest is undefeated. South San is, I believe, 12-1, something like that. They've only lost 1 game, and that was to Southwest. And then we have Eagle Pass at, I believe, 8-3 or 8-4, somewhere in there. And then United and Alexander are also vying for that 4th spot. 2 outs. Misses outside, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So with 4 games remaining in district play today, Friday, and then Tuesday, a big game here. Again, we're going to be at Kruger Field against United. And then after that, Eagle Pass will face Southwest at home at the confines of Eagle Pass ISD. Ball 3, runs the count full. We have one of the United coaches here scouting the game. So the 3-2 count on Christian Del Bosque. 2 outs, runners at second and third. The pitch. And misses inside, ball 4. One of those pitches that I don't know how you take that close. That was a close one there, and Campos on the mound now has bases loaded. They insert Richie Luna, number 12, the courtesy runner for Christian Del Bosque. As the infield will go talk to Campos. Alexander is up 4-0 against LBJ over at the Student Activity Center here in Laredo, Texas. We'll get check the with everybody that's around town, getting scoring updates from our different affiliates. Also, Real Sports Live is in Corpus. We were at Gregory Portland earlier. Joe Bowling was out there doing a so ball one. And the coach will come out to talk to Campos. As we get some more reports in District 29 6A softball, South San beat LBJ 15-2. So bases loaded here with 2 outs, 1 ball, no strikes on the hitter Hector Montoya after coach comes out and talks to Campos. Misses outside, ball 2. It's pretty tough to as a freshman pitcher in a big game, a must-win game for you to stay in the hunt for the playoffs, to come in and kind of keep your composure, as this inning, the third inning, has swing and a miss. If he gets out of this inning only allowing 2 runs, will be a big confidence booster for him. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Montoya, bases loaded. Luna over at first, Rodriguez at second, Torres over at third. Misses outside, ball 3. So the 3-1 count from Campos to Montoya. And strike 2 as it catches the inside corner. So the 3-2 count from Campos to Montoya, bases loaded, top of the third, 3-1 score. The pitch from Campos, outside, ball 4. And Hector Montoya gets an RBI and walks over to first. Torres comes in. Rodriguez moves over to third. And Luna is over at second. So bases still loaded. 1 more run comes in. Misses high, ball 1. He is already at right around 60 pitches, I believe. He's at 58 pitches. That's the pitcher Campos. And coach will come out as he had some.
Now batting, number 1, David Lopez.
So they're going to probably make some changes and bring in Pedraza. Oh, Marco Raya is coming in. So for Greg Campos, will be exiting here 2 2.2 of an inning.
Now pitching for the Panthers, number 10, Marco Raya.
3 strikeouts. 3 walks.
Watch out, 15. Watch out, 15.
3 hits, 4 runs, 4 of them earned, and the 3 that are on the pond, on the pads, are going to be credited to Campos if they come in here in this inning. So Marco Raya comes in 4-1. We're in the top half of the third. And the count is 1 ball, no strikes on David Lopez. Raya did a great job in the week. He even pitched, I believe, against Alexander very well. Has pitched against United very well. So a quality pitcher coming in to try and stop the bleeding here in the third inning.
Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located at 522 North Pierce Street in Eagle Pass, Texas. 24/7 record service. We handle commercial and industrial tows. Emergency roadside service. Automotive repair shop is also available. Call us at 830-757-3102 or come by 522 North Pierce Street. Valdez Tire Record Service, proud supporter of Eagle Pass Athletics. Make sure you come by.
So we're back live as Raya takes his warm-up pitches. Some defensive changes. Bases loaded. First pitch to Lopez. Hits the second base, and they get Montoya over at second for a force out. So David Lopez hits into a fielder's choice. 4-6 for out number 3. And the Eagles score 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. So the score now, after 2.5, your Eagle Pass Eagles 4, the home half United South Panthers 1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RoadSportsLive.com, Road Sports Live Southwest.
Roadie's Country Fried Chicken. Hey, did you know Roadie's also had buffalo wings, seafood platters, and boneless wings? Don't forget the poppers. Come visit us at 1910 El Indio Highway or call us ahead at 830-773-9189. If you need us to cater, call us at 830-325-4470 for the Roadie's Roadie Truck. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985.
So we go to the bottom half of the third. We're back live from Kruger Field, Laredo, Texas. Freddie Dea bringing you play-by-play. Gonzalez, Hernandez, and Pedraza due up for the United South Panthers. Up the middle, first pitch. And Quique Gonzalez gets the hit into center field to start off the inning.
The left field, number 8, Jonathan Hernandez.
So now Jonathan Hernandez, who got a hit, strike one, a nice pitch by Braver Mendoza, as he's thrown, he's starting his third inning of work, and he's thrown about 30. He's at 33 pitches, so very effective today. If he's in the third, he's averaging about 10 pitches an inning. Gonzalez over at first. And I can't stress enough how this game is very important to both teams. And misses strike 2 as he dropped that one off the table there. No balls, 2 strikes on Jonathan Hernandez, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. For United South, they need this win to stay in the hunt for a playoff spot. For Eagle Pass, they need this win to stay in control of second place. Misses outside, nice block by the catcher. A throwaway pitch, ball 1. No outs, bottom of the third. Mendoza checks the runner over first. The pitch. And up the middle. Out at first. And the run at second is safe as he just got under the tag. Time is called. So they got 1 out on that one, and they're gonna ask for help from the home plate umpire. Is that ball was up the middle? Torres charged it, got it in front of second base, so his momentum was taking him towards the runner, Gonzalez. Excuse me. He reached out to tag, safe at second. So they got the out at first. This is safe at second. And I think they're gonna come out here and maybe talk about obstruction, but I don't think there was obstruction in any case. So Hernandez is out at first. We're going to go ahead and get that one 6-3 for out number 1. Gonzalez is safe at second. And now
number 7,
Bernard Pedraza, who's 0 for 1. We're in the bottom half of the third. 4-1 the score. Run at second base in scoring position for United South. Now the wind has changed here a bit. Now it's coming from the south, and it's blowing out towards center field. So earlier in the day, when the sun was out, it was going from left to right. Now it's blowing out towards the bus depot back there in center field. So anything hit hard in to center field might carry a little bit here. 2 balls and no strikes. Misses inside, ball 3. So some control issues here for Mendoza. 3 balls, no strikes. He's trying to overpitch here. 3-0 count, 1 out. Comes back with a strike. And this district season has been very eventful for all the teams in the district. A back pick, safe at second. As it's been very eventful for all the teams in District 29 6A, as United was able to capitalize and beat Alexander, and of course Eagle Pass beat Alexander 3-1 also. They United South had that thriller in extra innings. Ground ball to the second baseman. Gonzalez over to Roque for out number 2, and moves Gonzalez to third. 90 feet from scoring the second run. 4-3 for out number 2.
Now batting, number 13, Jerry Villarreal.
So Jerry Villarreal, who has the lone RBI for United South here, as he got that one back in the first to score Hernandez. Very similar situation. First pitch is low, inside ball 1. And it is kind of ironic that, of course, today's Friday the 13th. And we got number 13 at the plate, dressed in black and white. So, you know, if you're a baseball fanatic, you know that those are superstitions that, you know, only baseball players have superstitions. No other sport has superstitions. So the 1-1 count, time is called. So resetting here, 1-1 count, 2 outs, 4-1 to score, the pitch. And the ball lifted. Caleb Maldonado coming in and still had some room and made a play, tried to make a play. Didn't want to hit the fence or the pole, but he could have slid in. He could have made one of those plays. He's a senior. If you're a gamer, you actually slide for that one. Yeah, you use your other hand to kind of see where you're at with the fence. 1-2 count, the 1-2 pitch, and fouled off. 2 outs. We want to send a hello to Coach Tom Gonzalez, the head coach for the Eagle Pass Eagles. Strike 3, and that freezes Villarreal with a backdoor curve that hits the spot for out number 3. And that retires the United South Panthers in the bottom half of the third. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. So after 3 complete, your Eagle Pass Eagles 4. United South Wheels, tire, 366 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, new location in Uvalde, Texas. we're back live to realsportslive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Victor Perry, followed by Isaac Gonzalez, and then the top of the lineup for the Eagle Pass Eagles. Victor Perry, last time up, he walked. So Raya working his second inning of work. Shout out to Coach. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Victor Perry. And Raya, the 1-2 offering. And just missing outside, ball 2. 2-2 count. Raymond Rodriguez, the player that he's sitting next to me. He's doing the pitch count for this game. And I mentioned Tom. Strike 3 as Victor Perry is called out on strikes.
Up now is number 3, second baseman.
Route number 1. And now Isaac Gonzalez, who struck out trying to bunt his way on. 1 out. Raya on the mound for United South. Ball 1 outside. So just a scoring update, 3-2, Southwest over United. Don't know what inning it is. Strike 2. And Raya retires Gonzalez as he's caught swinging for out number 2.
Up now is back to the top of
Now the top of lineup, Ray Mendoza,
Ray Mendoza.
who got a hit, an RBI triple. And his courtesy runner has 2 runs scored. So 4-1 the score here. We're in the top of the 4th. Scheduled for 7. Catches the outside corner, strike 1. So make sure you guys catch us on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, our website, realsportslive.com. Ruco TV, a shot up the middle. And 2 outs, Eagles with a set.
Center for Mendoza. Bringing up the shortstop, number 8, DeAndre Torres.
So DeAndre Torres. So for the top of the lineup, the top of the lineup, the first 3 batters, Braulio has gotten reached on base both times as a hit by a pitch. And Ray and DeAndre right now are 4 for 4. So Southwest is leading United 3-2. Southwest needing to win to kind of stay in the hunt, and has the ball 1. Southwest does have the tiebreaker on Eagle Pass as they beat them in the first round. Eagle Pass has the tiebreaker on United as they beat them in the first round, but they're going to meet again. And the ball gets away from the catcher. Marcena will second, make his. So a pass ball. Southwest, I believe, does have the tiebreaker on United right now. I think they beat them in the first round. So it's going to be fun to see Nixon coming into to this district. Strike on the outside corner. Has has been very inconsistent in the at the plate. Fouls that one off. So evens out the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Time is called. And they actually called the balk. So I believe he came set. Moved either his shoulder, moved his glove, something where he got called with a balk. So now moving over is Christian Barcena, the courtesy runner for the pitcher Ray Mendoza. So 2-2 count, 2 outs. And fouls that one off. As Villa knows how hard the ball, a line drive off of DeAndre Torres' bat can be. As he moved away from that line drive foul. As against South San, he hit a line drive that hit him in the inside thigh, and he has a bruise that so the 2-2 pitch and a rip single to left field. An RBI single brings in Barcena.
And now is the DH number 21, Braulio Rodriguez.
A great piece of hitting by the senior DeAndre Torres as he went with that outside pitch from Raya and deposited into left field. And gets another RBI. So he's 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs and 1 run scored for DeAndre Torres. And now Braulio Rodriguez, who's been hit by a pitch twice in his 2 at-bats. First pitch he sees, swings it, and the ball is lifted. The shortstop getting out there, and it falls. Lo and behold, there was a play not similar to that, but a skyrocket fly ball in the Astros game where the first baseman overran it. And they scored from second base with 2 outs. So Braulio will get a hit there as he got it right behind left field, a single. And Torres was running on that one and got all the way to third. Now Roque, who's 0 for 2. 2 outs. Want to send a shout out to the managers, all the managers for the Eagle Pass Eagles in the dugout. Runner goes. Safe at second. I believe it was a ball 1. Was trying to bait the throw to second to try and get that run in. So 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes. Misses outside, ball 2. Alex Treviso and Risa and Sanchez and all the guys. Shout out to you guys for doing a good job managing the team. You know, getting the balls and shagging and picking up after the guys. So shout out to them. 3 balls, no strikes on Isaac Roque. 1 run already in here in the top half of the 4th. 5-1, 2 outs. Runners hit second and third for the Eagles. So Reyes offering 3-0 pitch. Strike on the outside corner. So Isaac Roque looking at a 3-1 count. Raya, the wind up, the pitch. Fouls it off. Strike 2. And a dribbler to third. The third baseman comes in and gets that ball over to first for out number 3. Roque retired 5-3 for out number 3.
Run that come across, making the score after 3.5 innings of play. Eagle pass, Eagles 5.
So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. So we go to the bottom half of the 4th with the Eagles ahead 5-1. And we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day on RealSportsLife.com, Real Sports Life Southwest.
Sarita's Tortilla Factory with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son Saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Sarita's Tortilla Factory.
This half inning is brought to you by Farmers Insurance, Hilario Capetillo Agency, 2149 Del Rio Boulevard, Suite 202. Call them up at 776-5188. That's Capetillo Agency. For your auto, home, life, commercial, residential needs, call Farmers Insurance, Hilario Capetillo at 830-776-5188. Lone Star Auto Garage, full-service auto garage located at 891 Florence Street, Suite 2. You can call them up at 830-872-5724 is the number to call. That's Lone Star Auto Garage. And we're back live. We're in the bottom of the 4th. 5-1 the score. Ray Mendoza starting his 4th inning of work. First pitch inside. Ball, he feels it, throws over to first, and could not get dug up by the first baseman, Roque. And he gets in safe with an infield hit.
Up now is the third baseman, number 9, Greg Campos.
So Greg Campos now playing third base. He was a starting pitcher. Brian will go to first with a inside strike 1. Misses high, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter, Campos. Inside, way inside, ball 2. As Mendoza will ask for another ball. Missing high. Ball 3. 3-1 count. Alexander's playing LBJ at the SAC and United's playing Southwest, so the 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss for Campos, strike 2. struck him out for out number 1. As Campos goes down.
Over now is the catcher, number 23, Hector Alba.
So 1 out here in the inning. Strike 1. And just missed. 1-1 count. That was knee high, but about 4 or 5 inches off the plate. Strike on the outside corner, and that one caught the edge of the corner. Yeah, sort of called the river. Now Hector Alba, who's 0 for 1. The 1-2 pitch actually called time. Alba's 0 for 1. Grounded out to shortstop his first time up back in the second. So the 1-2 pitch from Mendoza to Alba with a runner at first. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Alba goes down swinging for out number 2.
Up now is number 4, second baseman Devin Benavides.
And the Eagle Pass Lady Eagles are leading Southwest in the 4th, 3-0. So that can be a shocker there because for the district title, South San is only a game behind Southwest. Ball 1. And that sets up the Southwest South San, so to speak, their last game, which is a rivalry game next week on Tuesday. Swing and a miss. And this update that we got from Eagle Pass Sports Central, Conrado Perez. Thank you, sir, for updating us with the scores. We're trying to get some more updated scores. 1-1 count. Misses high. Ball 2 on Devin Benavides. I know Alexander was beating LBJ in the 4th, right? If I'm not mistaken. Mr. Rodriguez. I think they were up 4-0 in that 4th. In the 5th. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Benavides. So now a 2-2 count. With a runner at first. 2 outs. 5-1 to score. And in softball, Del Rio 5, United 0. Foul ball right to us. So some upsets there because United needs to stay in the mix of things for that 4th place spot. Also, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, Real Sports Live Southwest, Real Sports Live. And just missing outside ball 3. Runs the count full on Benavides. That was one of those borderline pitches that, as a hitter, you don't want to take, and as a pitcher, you want that one called. So the 3-2 count, 2 outs, runner at first. The pitch from Mendoza actually throws it first and got him at first. He was leading, caught his hand in the cookie jar. And he got caught stealing, or he got caught leaning there. 1-3.
After 4 complete innings,
He finishes this inning with 63 pitches.
Panthers 1.
And Benavides will stay at the plate, coming back.
Mendoza is 63 pitches.
So with 4 complete, your Eagle Pass Eagles 5, United South Panthers 1. We go to the top half of the 5th. Del Bosque, Montoya, and Lopez due up for the Eagles in the top half of the 5th. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez, an attorney serving Maverick, Montgomery County, the greater Houston area. Call us first or learn more at www.rgz.law. 830-201-3092. With 15 years of experience, call us first. Fair, someone with integrity, respect, sincere, and someone you can trust. The law offices of Orlando Rodriguez. If you need a car, truck, or SUV, if you're looking for a pre-owned, if you're looking for new, go ahead and call Sal over at 513-6675, Brown Chevy Buick GMC of Eagle Pass. Just call Sal at 513-6675. And we're back to live action, top of the 5th. Raya, first pitch to Del Bosque. He lifts it left side, foul. So Del Bosque, first pitch he sees from Raya. Fouls it off. Strike 1. We're trying to... Actually, they're giving me that the United girls were eliminated last week from playoff contention. Yeah. Eagle Pass CC girls lead McCullum 9-4. Strike 2 on the inside corner. So I believe Alexander is probably in the mix of things in District 29 6A for the final spot of the final 4 spot. Yeah, because it's Southwest, South San, Eagle Pass, and then the 4th spot. Alexander is kind of trying to, and that ball will fall in for a hit right over the shortstop. Del Bosque, an inside-out swing. So now Hector Montoya, who got an RBI walk back in the in that 3rd inning. So he's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The runner at first is Luna, the courtesy runner for the catcher. And missing that bunt, strike 1. So there's no outs in the inning. And all the updates that we've been giving you, the fans, is brought to you by Conrado Perez over at Eagle Pass Sports Central. For all your local sports news, visit www.eaglepassportscentral.com. Misses outside, ball 1. So we'll be live again Tuesday here from Kruger Field against the Eagle Pass United game. So for everybody that's not going to be able to make the trip or is out of town or just can't make it out to the ball field, they can actually watch it at home on your big screen TV. Just tune us in on the Facebook page. And Luna gets caught in between as he was going on that bunt attempt. And Luna will turn and go. And so Luna gets thrown out. He was he was going on the bunt. And he was making sure that his teammate put the bunt down. But that's a 2, 3, 6, 3 to 1. And Raya made the out, tagging him out. So Montoya now 0-2. and then swings the next pitch and flies it into center field. Under it for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th. Now David Lopez, who is 0 for 2, hit into a fielder's choice and flew out to center.
Up now is number 1, David Lopez.
Strike 1 on Lopez. Actually, the Alexander Lady Bulldogs have clinched at least the 4th place, but could tie the Lady Eagles with a win over South. And the Lady Eagles lost to Southwest. So a grounder to second. Over to first for out number 3. 4-3 for out number 3. So no runs.
No run score. Keeping the score after 4.5 innings of play. The Eagles 5, the Panthers 1.
No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base for the Eagles in the bottom half, or in the top half of the 5th. We go to the bottom half. Benavides, Gonzalez, and Hernandez due up for the United South Panthers. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Ajíos, El Sabor de Mexico, located at 611 East de la Rosa in Del Rio, Texas. Make sure you guys go down there to 611 East de la Rosa. Ajíos, El Sabor de Mexico, tacos de al pastor, tacos de bistec. Call them up ahead to place your order, 830-422-0847. That's Ajíos in Del Rio, Texas.
Citizens of Maverick County, thanks to your vote and support, we're the top vote getter during the March primaries by a large margin. But we're not done. We have a lot more to do. But because of your vote of confidence, we have proven that Maverick County is on the right track to getting where it needs to be. I humbly request your vote and support during these May runoffs. Thank you.
So we're back live. Alexander up 5-1. The ball hit foul ball. And almost landed into the bed of the...
Bottom of the 5th is number 4, Devin Benavides.
So Devin Benavides stayed when Brian got picked off at first. So strike 1. Ball 1. Ball 2. So runs the count, 3 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. Want to say hello to everybody that's logged on our 5 different platforms. You can go to our Roku TV app also and download the Boxcast and then find Real Sports Live. You can go to our Apple TV app and the same thing. You can go and walk Benavides. So a leadoff walk issued by Mendoza to Benavides. He's over at first.
Pitcher number 10, Marco Raya.
So now Marco Raya, who's 0 for 1, grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Misses outside, ball 1. The last that we saw. Ball hit to the shortstop. Over to second. Forced out at second was Benavides. So fielder's choice as he reaches, Raya reaches on. 6-4 for out number 1. So Kike Gonzalez, who is 1 for 2, led off the third with a single to center.
Courtesy running for the pitcher is number 6, Justo Garza.
So number 6 is coming in, which is Gusto Garza. He'll be pinch hitting. So 1 out, runner at first is Raya, the pitcher. Mendoza will throw over to first, not in time. So Benavides got on a walk, then got forced out at second on the Raya hit to shortstop. And Raya's at first. Misses outside, ball 1. So 2 balls, no strikes on the hitter, Gusto Garza. 2 balls, no strikes. Fouls that one off. Right now we did the, in between innings, we did the 5th inning stretch. Can't be the 7th inning stretch, but we didn't have the Harry Carey song. Fouls it off, strike 2. Evens out the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gusto Garza. Mendoza, 74 pitches thrown. Somewhere around there. He's at 76. He's in his 5th inning of work. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Garza goes down swinging for out number 2.
Up now is number 8, Jonathan Hernandez.
Didn't look like a curveball. That looked like a changeup that just dropped off. And well, for Ray with the left hand, it does dive inside on right-handed hitters. So 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th. Now Jonathan Hernandez, strike 1. Hernandez is 1 for 2. Grounded out to shortstop his last time up back in the 3rd, and had the only run back in the 1st. Also got a hit, an infield hit. Misses low. So 1-1 the count now on Hernandez. Trying to get that updated score for Southwest United. Trying to make sure we keep you, the fans, updated on all the scores. Came in up and inside, ball 2. It was hot earlier today, 103, felt like 110 already. Catches that outside corner, strike 2. He thought it was strike 3. He punched him out. He did the punch out there on that one, so he lost count of that ticker because normally he has his hand up, his right hand up, and saying it's a strike. Now he rung him up, but he rang him up on a 2-1 count. So it's 2-2 now, 2 outs, runner at first. The 2-2 pitch from Mendoza to Hernandez. And he puts his hands out there to left, and Montoya tracks it down for out number 3. As Hernandez tries to just use his hands and poke it out there to left field.
5-1 Eagles.
So retires Hernandez. No runs. No hits. No errors, and 1 left on base for United South as we go to the top half of the 6th with the score. Your Eagle Pass Eagles 5. United South Panthers 1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Number 15, Victor Perry.
So now Victor Perry leading off. We're back live on RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Followed by Isaac Gonzalez, and in the top of the lineup for the Eagle Pass Eagles. 5-1 the score. Sets up, well, we still have to finish. We still got 2 innings of play here, but big game for both these teams. United trying to creep up from the bottom. They're sit at 5-5. Ball 1. They sit at 5-5. Eagle Pass at 7-3, tied with United. United is playing Southwest tonight over in San Antonio, trying to get an update for that game. Alexander is beating 5-1 LBJ over at the Student Activity Center. Don't have the other score. I believe Del Rio's playing South San today, and South San also in the mix of things. They're only a game behind. They're only a game behind United South at 4-6 after beating Eagle Pass 3-0 on a masterful game by their pitcher for South San last week. Eric Lerma was the pitcher for South San, and he's down to first as they checked his swing. So he walks. So now Isaac Gonzalez, the second baseman, lefty, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Actually, the first strikeout was a bunt attempt that went foul. And a line shot foul right side. Runner goes. Ball to right field. And that ball falls fair as he overran that one. Perry will get to third.
Up now is the pitcher, number 7, Ray Mendoza.
And he was actually already at second on that pop fly to left field. As the ball falls, overran it by the left fielder, falls fair. And Gonzalez stands at second. We're going to call it a hit with a one-base error. So now Ray Mendoza with no outs. Raya on the mound. Trying to tack on some more runs here, some insurance runs here in the top of the 6th. A huge shout out to Conrao Perez. Eagle Pass Sports Central played at St. Mary's. Also, who that gentleman is. And a deep fly ball to center field. Back goes the center fielder. Back. And makes a grab in center field. What a grab by the center fielder. And there's a play at the plate. A hook slide. And he is out at home.
Nice play by the center fielder for the first out. Then hitting the cutoff man, shortstop Bernard.
So Ray Mendoza puts a charge on that one, and the center fielder for the United South Panthers tracked it all the way to the warning track. That was Kike Gonzalez.
Out now is number 8, DeAndre Torres.
Tagging up on that one was Victor Perry. He comes in. So Mendoza flies out to center for out number 1, and then doubled up was Isaac Gonzalez at home plate. 8-3-2 for out number 2. Now DeAndre Torres, ball 1, strike 1. 2 outs in the inning. But the Eagles tack on another run, 6-1. So we're going to give Ray an RBI on that one. And Gonzalez, Coach Mendoza he flagged him. And he was pretty deep. He was at the warning track when he caught that ball. But a nice relay. Strike 2. Like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, United South is no joke. They when they play at home, they play hard, and they're going to play for 7 innings. So you got to bring it for 7 innings. You can't let off the gas. If you have a lead, make sure you get some insurance, because United South has been known to come back in games. And oddly enough, Alexander had that happen to them. And a hit to right field as he is 4 for 4 today.
Up now is the DH, number 21.
So DeAndre Torres is senior shortstop just today, a hitting clinic, as he goes 4 for 4 with 3 RBIs. He's going to be probably the Chick-fil-A player of the game, offensive player of the game. So runner at first with 2 outs, 1 run already in here in the 6th. Rodriguez line drive the third baseman. Campos could not get it. The ball comes in, gets away from everybody, and DeAndre Torres scores. Rodriguez goes to third. So Rodriguez gets an RBI. What? DeAndre goes to home on a throw in. There is they're gonna talk and see. Maybe there was the ball seemed to hit the wall. I'm not sure. The on deck hitter, which was Roque, was not near the play or the ball going. So they're gonna give Braulio Rodriguez home plate. He was going to third. Well, he was at second, going to third on that throw to home or to third base because he overthrew the third baseman on that play, and the catcher and the first baseman just were not in the play, so it got all the way back into the. So it looks like Braulio Rodriguez will get an RBI and a run scored on that one, on a line drive. That was a pretty hard hit. A hit or an error on the third baseman, Campos. That was a pretty hard hit. It was a line drive. It just skipped off his glove. So they're gonna pull him back. So E5 on Campos. Yeah, it was smoked. Well, I mean, are you gonna give him a hit? Do you think should be a hit? Yeah, hit the glove. So. Yeah, it was a screamer to third. And just a scoring update, as we have people from United ISD and other officials here giving us scoring updates. Southwest, they're in the bottom of the fifth. Southwest and Eagle Pad, the Lady Eagles, 3-0. They're still up, trying to spoil the undefeated season for Southwest, as last year South San had an undefeated season in District 29 6A. So 2 outs. Misses high. Ball 4. Walks Roque over to first. So with 2 outs, coach comes in and talks to Raya. 7-1 the score, as the Eagles have tacked on 2 more runs here in the top half of the 6th. Luna might be coming in to pinch a run now for Braulio Rodriguez over at third. There's 2 outs. So in the top of the seventh, Del Rio 7, United Lady Longhorn 6 in the top of the seventh. They're playing at over at the SAC. Oh, they're playing in Del Rio, so that 3-hour drive for them. 2 outs, 3.5 hours. Ball 1 on Del Bosque. Well, runner goes, and Luna will come in to score as Roque made the attempt, went halfway. Ball 2. And 8-1 now the score. In the top of the second. Misses high. Ball 3. I don't see any bullpen action for the Eagles right now. I do see some bullpen action for the United South Panthers. So ball 4. So Roque moves to second. Over at first. Righty. Yeah, he's going to be a pinch hitter. Number 24, CJ Jimenez will be coming in to pinch hit for David Lopez. And over at first, the courtesy runner for the catcher is number 2, Eric Heredia. Actually, no, it's in number 17, Pais. Actually, it's number 24 coming in for Hector Montoya, CJ Jimenez, the pinch hitter. And with 2 outs, we have a new pitcher for United South. It's number 17, Jesus Pais. So runners at first and second, and we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Freddie Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest.
Mi Pueblo Restaurant, located at 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Call to order to go at 830-776-7796. We deliver. We have breakfast and lunch buffet from 7 to 11 and from 11:30 to 3. We have fresh homemade tortillas made daily, so come by 1920 North Veterans Boulevard. Comidas caseras, hechas como en su casa. Vengan a comer con nosotros.
So Jesus Pais threw his double switch. No, they're gonna keep. They're just gonna burn him for this inning. Yeah, CJ Jimenez is number 24.
Now for the Eagles is number 24, CJ.
So pinch running for Roque is number 10. Number 14, Christian Bárcena. Over at first base is Eric Heredia with 2 outs for CJ Jimenez. First pitch is high, ball 1. Jimenez has gotten a lot of chances this season as a freshman to come in certain situations. Jesus Paez. Paez. 4-3 United is beating Southwest. Strike one. So we finally got some an update. 4-3. United is up. What inning?
4-3, bottom of the seventh.
Bottom of the seventh. Southwest has runners on base, so no outs. And catches the inside corner. Strike two. The Lady Mavericks beat McCullum at home, 14-4. Actually, at McCullum, 14-4. And right now, we did get an update. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We did get an update. United is ahead 4-3 in the bottom of the seventh, and no outs. Southwest has runners on base with no outs. So hopefully we get another update before we end this broadcast. Outside, throw back to first, not in time. So 2-2 count. 2 outs. Top half of the 6. Barcena is over at second. Heredia is over at first. And the pinch hitter, CJ Jimenez at the plate. Paez, the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul ball. I believe they saw the scouting report on Jimenez. He's a freshman. He's going to go after that either a changeup or a curveball. Yeah. You throw a dead red on him, he can rake it. So Jesus Paez on the hill with a 2-2 pitch. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Jimenez goes down swinging for out number 3.
And that inning, 3 runs just come across, making the score of the Eagles 8, the Panthers 1.
As we go to the bottom of the 6th, the Eagles leading it, scoring 3 runs in the inning. 3 runs on three hits, no errors, and 2 left on base for the Eagles. So Mendoza will come in the bottom half of the 6th. Pedraza, Villarreal, and Brian Mitsuri. Is that the last name? Brian's? Mitsumi. So we'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLife.com, Real Sports Life Southwest. Brody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Brody's Country Fried Chicken. So we are back, and very interesting situation over in San Antonio at Southwest High School. As Southwest is down by 1. They
number 7, Bernard Pedraza.
And a strike 1 on Pedraza as he leads off the inning. He's 0 for 2 today. Ball hit right side, foul. 1 out for Southwest. Don't have the runners. Misses low inside. Yeah, it's Southwest 4-3 United. Southwest has runners on first and second, no outs. Now 1 out, as we got 1 out, but runners at first and second. And a tapper coming in, charging is Torres over to first. Safe at first as Pedraza beats out the.
Nice hustle by Pedraza.
So Pedraza beats it out for an infield hit.
Bringing up number 13, right fielder Jerry Villarreal.
So now number 13, Jerry Villarreal. Oh, that's why Greg is working the softball game. He's not working the baseball game, so he's trying to get it. He's trying to get updates for us too. But 3-0, bottom of the seventh. Lady Eagles are up. First pitch that Villarreal sees, he fouls it off. Strike one. So Pedraza with an infield hit. He's at 87 pitches. Max is 110. Strike on the outside corner. So he's ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. But with Ray pitching today, then that leaves Tuesday's kind of decision for Coach Mendoza and putting somebody on the hill in a big game situation for them. So we'll see what that decision as that's the 88th pitch there. A ball and 2 strikes. Automatically has 3 days, so you're talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. If he pitches the max, then you're talking about 4 days, so he can't pitch on Tuesday. Unless he takes him out at a certain pitch here, I think. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as he gets that backdoor curve to work for him. Striking out Villarreal for out number 1.
Number 14,
89.
Brian.
Yeah.
Pinch hitting will be number 5, David Sanchez.
So that's his 5th. David Sanchez will be coming in to hit for Mitsu. That's number 5, David Sanchez, coming in to pinch hit. Bases loaded, 1 out for Southwest in a 4-3 game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Well, they probably loaded up the bases to get that double play ball, but 1 out. Strike 3 as he rings out David Sanchez for out number 2. And that's Mendoza's 6th strikeout of the game.
Up now is number 6, Justo Garzan.
So now number 6, Gusto Garza. I thought they had put him for Kike Gonzalez to pinch hit. Oh, no, to pinch run. That's right. Oh, courtesy ran for Kike. But Kike was the center fielder. Oh, for Raya, okay. So 1-1 count, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Score 8-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. 2-1 pitch. Misses high and outside. So the 3-1 count on Gusto Garza with the runner at first. The pitch. Fouls it off. Runs the count full. Oh, catcher interference. Pop up to the catcher, 2 outs, bases loaded in the Southwest United game. United up 4-3. So we have some bullpen action for the Eagles. It looks like Ray Mendoza's little brother, the freshman, Edward Mendoza, is warming up to probably take either
Up now is number 16, Alex
the seventh for the Eagles. So now 2 outs in the inning, runners at first and second. And catcher interference. And that was a strike on Hector Alba. Catches at outside corner, strike 2. So he's way ahead in the count. And that was his 100th pitch. Hopefully he can get out of this inning and not have to extend those 10 pitches more. But it looks like foul ball. Three balls, no strikes, with bases loaded on the 3-1 count on the Southwest hitter with bases loaded. Don't know who's on the mound. Not yet. 3-1 count. So 0-2 count on Alba. The pitch from Mendoza. Strike 3, and he freezes him on that outside corner for out number 3.
After 6 innings of play,
As he gets 3 strikeouts here, no runs,
Eagles 8,
1 hit,
Panthers
no
1.
errors, and 2 left on base for the.
102. 102. Yes, sir.
So Ray Mendoza. 6 innings. 6 innings. 7 strikeouts. One walk. Scattered 6 hits. 1 run and 1 earned for Ray Mendoza. As we go to the top of the 7th for the Eagles. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Rody's Country Fried Chicken, located at 1910 El Indio Highway. Old-fashioned country cooking since 1985. With 100% Tyson chicken tenders, gizzards, and delicious fried chicken. Come try our seafood and wings from the Rodriguez family. Rody's Country Fried Chicken.
EPER Recycling Center, 3323 Del Rio Boulevard, open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When you recycle today, you give the earth a chance for tomorrow. We buy all cans, aluminum, all wheels, copper, yellow brass, steel battery starters, and much, much more. Cash for scrap at EPER Recycling Center. Don't throw it away. Recycle it today at 3323 Del Rio Boulevard. For more information on how to turn your scrap into cash, call 758-0685 or find us on Facebook.
So some late inning heroics from Southwest as they had bases loaded with no outs, and they happened to get the push the run across on a walk, tied up the game, and then an error throw brings in the fifth run. 5-4 Southwest beats United in the bottom of the seventh from San Antonio, Texas. Alexander beat LBJ earlier tonight 10-1, so they stay ahead. And Southwest now put a wrench in everything in the playoff picture. So with United losing now 7-4, Southwest is 7-4. So now they're tied for fourth place, or for third place if you want to speak. Eagle Pass can take control here for second. Would make a matchup next week on Tuesday to kind of play around with that, because the next two games for Eagle Pass is United and then Southwest. So it can go either way. Crucial week of district play. No balls, 2 strikes on the hitter, David Lopez. Outside. Jesus Spice on the hill. Ball and 2 strikes. So walk-off win, 5-4 Southwest improves to 7-4. And a grounder in the hole, the shortstop, and Lopez beats it out. An infield hit for Lopez. That was deep in the hole for the shortstop. He backhanded that one, and Lopez, a lefty, kind of has one step already there on going down the line. So now number 9.
Out now is number 9, Orly Garza.
Orly Garza pinch hitting for Victor Perry. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The lefty in the bullpen for United South, but we're in the top of the 7th over in the Eagle Pass. The ball gets away from the catcher. Lopez goes to second. Edward Mendoza is warming up in the Eagle Pass bullpen. Wow, as we have the final from San Antonio, Texas, the Lady Eagles upset Southwest, and Southwest was undefeated. They were unbeaten in District 29 6A, and Eagle Pass beat Southwest 3-0. So congratulations to Coach Reese and the coaching staff. And the ball lifted into shallow center field. The center fielder coming in with no problems. Gets under that one for out number 1. So with 1 out, number 18, Rolly Risa, pinch hitting for Isaac Gonzalez. So runner at second is Lopez. 8-1 to score. 1 run came in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, and 3 in the sixth for the Eagles. 1 lone run came in the bottom half of the first for United South, and they have gone scoreless. So 5 scoreless innings, and a in between to second base as Risa moves the runner to third base. And Coach Mendoza is arguing that he moved him off the bag.
Valdez Tire
Country
Record
Fried
Service.
Chicken.
We're located
Hey,
at 522
did you know Roadies
North
also
Pierce
had
Street in
buffalo
Eagle
wings,
Pass, Texas.
seafood
24/7 record
boneless
service.
wings.
We handle commercial
Don't forget the
and industrial
poppers.
tows.
Come visit
Emergency
us at
roadside
1910
service.
El Indio Highway.
Automotive
Or
repair
call us
shop
ahead at
is also available.
830-773-9189.
Call us at 830-757-3102
If you need us to cater,
or
call
come
us
by
at
522 North Pierce Street.
830-325-4470.
Valdez Tire Record
For the
Service,
Roadies,
proud supporter
Roadie
of
Truck.
Eagle Pass Athletics.
Old-fashioned country
Make sure you
cooking
come by.
since 1985.
Valdez Tire Record Service. We're located.
So now coming into pitch for United South is the senior Brandon Ledesma. So a lefty-lefty matchup for United South and Eagle Pass as Ray Mendoza digs in the left-handed batter's box with a runner at third. Lopez, who reached on an infield hit, moved to second on a pass ball, and then moved over to third. First pitch is inside, strike one. Man, they called a balk on Ledesma, so he brings in the ninth run. So no pitch, no balls, one strike on Ray Mendoza. Fouls it off. Now Henry Silva is over at first base. I don't know how much he's going to be able to move if there's a line drive down first base side. So 9-1 here from Kruger Field at UISD Kruger Field in Laredo, Texas. Your Eagle Pass Eagles leading in the top of the seventh, 9-1. This is outside, ball one. So the 1-2 pitch from Ledesma to Mendoza. And rips it into the gap in right center field for an extra base hit.
Up now is number 8, DeAndre Torres.
So the ball is hit and in shallow, lets it bounce. There is going to play at the plate. Actually, the Ledesma cuts it off, and Ray comes in to score an RBI single for DeAndre Torres. Makes it 10-1. With 2 outs. So Caleb Maldonado will be coming in and hitting, as Braulio Rodriguez was actually the DH for Maldonado. So now he gets the hit with a 10-1 lead. And first pitch swinging for Maldonado over to third. And he gets forced out. DeAndre Torres gets forced out 5-4 for out number 3. As Maldonado hits into a fielder's choice. 2 more runs come in. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. So after 6.5, your Eagle Pass Eagles 10, United South Panthers 1. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to Friday Day at RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest. Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels, located at 3166 Del Rio Boulevard in Eagle Pass, Texas. The best prices in town for wheels, tires, lift kits, and much more. Call them at 830-773-4010. That's Siesta Tires, Customs, and Wheels. Also, new location in Uvalde, Texas. Saritas Tortilla Factory, with 3 great locations to serve you in Maverick County. Come try our delicious barbacoa with the tortillas. Si son saritas, ni me las calientes. Also, you can get our tortillas in Laredo, Texas at your local supermarket. That's Saritas Tortilla Factory. So we start the bottom of the 7th. The Eagles scored 1 run in the first, 3 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth, and 2 in the top of the 7th for the United South Panthers. They scored 1 run back in the first, and they've been held scoreless. Now Edward Mendoza, his first pitch is outside, ball 1. As he comes in a save opportunity, as he's going to face Benavides, Raya, and then the top of the lineup for the United South Panthers. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Misses outside, ball 2. And oddly enough, this season in District 29 6A, you haven't seen the, of course, Alexander is in first place, but you haven't seen, Alexander in past years has been pretty tough to beat. Ball lifted into right field. The right fielder Misses the ball. Ball gets away and goes to second. So an extra base hit.
Up now is number 22, Mark Valencia.
So now Mark Valencia, number 22. Wow. Del Rio was leading that game, and United comes back in 15-7 final from Del Rio, Texas. So number 22, Mark Valencia, comes in to pinch hit with a runner at second. Misses high, ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. He comes back and gets that ball passed by Valencia on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. 9-run lead for the Eagles here in the bottom of the 7th. And catches that outside corner, strike 2. So ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes as Mendoza takes a quick breath on the side of the mound. Looked in as the catcher, Christian Del Bosque, gives him the sign. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the inside corner for out number 1. So now number 11 will come in to hit.
Up now is number 11, Luis Valencia.
Luis Valencia. Strike 1. I remember last season the Valencia brothers played a lot more than what they've have this season. I know Luis was in the starting lineup last year for United South, and no, Mark was also playing a little bit more. It's the first time I see him. I covered the district last year. High pitch, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Valencia. Edward Mendoza on the hill, trying to close out the game. Trying a save opportunity here for Mendoza. Runner at second. Is Benavides. Now the wind has shifted. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Now the wind is blowing. Well, it's kind of blowing out again, but it wants to blow from right to left now. We've had it from all directions today. On a beautiful Friday night, baseball. District 29 6A misses high, ball 2. Evens out the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count, 1 out, the pitch. And fouls it off, right side. I had never seen Kruger Field so packed today, or ever. Every time we come, it's usually just one game. We have middle school soccer here in town, so there's the football field that is busy. Also, another field as you come in was also packed with people. Misses inside, the ball ricochets, and no throw down to third. A wild pitch. So now I know that his intro when he comes in, I'm gonna put the wild thing theme.
Yes. Pretty much.
Yeah. So if he comes at home against either Southwest or Del Rio, I'm gonna put that song on the PA system when he comes in. And the ball dribbler to second base. Gonzalez will go over to first for out number 1. Excuse me, for out number 2, and an RBI for Valencia as he brings in Benavides. 4-3 for out number 2 as they concede that second run. 10-2 now with 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Now Jonathan Hernandez. Base is empty for United South, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter. Shout out to Rolando Salinas, who's watching. Braulio Rodriguez and Mr. Guerra, Coach Guerra. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Hernandez, who is 1 for 3 right now. And a ground ball back to the pitcher. Mendoza will flip it to first for out number 3. And that's the ball game. 1-3 for out number 3. And 1 run on 1 hit. No errors. And no one left on base. So the final score from Kruger Field, your Eagle Pass Eagles 10, United South Panthers 2. That moves the Eagles to 8-3 in District 29 6A and into sole possession of second place as United lost to Southwest. So they're both 7-4, and the Eagles move to 8-3 as a big game next week on Tuesday. We'll be back to Kruger Field. For everybody here that traveled, for all of us that brought you this broadcast, my camera operator, my wife, my lovely wife, who is always taking care of us, for everybody behind the scenes, always, coming in and doing what they got to do to set up this broadcast. Once again, from Kruger Field, my name's Freddie Rea, RealSportsLive.com, Real Sports Live Southwest, the Eagle Pass Eagles 10, United South Panthers 2. Thank you once again. Good night. Till Tuesday, keep talking sports.